It's state tournament weekend, and here at the Adams Center, the Class B boys and girls state tournament kicked off. And on the girls' side of things, there were loads of action from day one as every team fighting for a chance at that state title. It all comes down to this championship night here in Cup Bank for the Northern B Divisional Tournament as the Malta Mustangs and Harlem Wildcats battle it out for the division title and the top seed from the Northern at state. Championship Saturday for the all-class state wrestling tournament. It's been Huntley Project leading the way for Class B and Circle leading Class C, who will repeat as champion, and will Huntley be the first Class B program to four-peat. It's time to lace the skates and drop the puck for some playoff hockey. The Helena Bighorns and Great Falls Americans going toe-to-toe for Game 1 of the Frontier Divisional Championship.
Game underway, and it's the goalies showing out early. Helena's Branson Appleman and Great Falls Caden Ryder making early saves. But it's the Americans who light the lamp first. Aiden Kennedy intercepts the pass in the neutral zone, takes it himself, and he gets the wrister right by Appleman, and the Americans go up 1-0. Americans shorthanded Ty Obi off the turnover, starts the break, but what a save by Appleman to keep it 1-0. Americans keep the 1-0 lead after the first, but the Bighorns come out buzzing in the second. Austin Tyler finds Marcus Fertel. He gets it to the net and is Jabari Mayers with the redirect, and we are tied at 1. Shortly after, Bighorns on the power play. Caden Fenstein shot for rebound off Ryder's pad, and it's Owen Gruner cleaning it up, and Helena scores 2 unanswered. Third period, Americans still trail 1, but Helena's Branson Appleman putting on a stellar performance and was big in protecting the Bighorns' lead. Obi gets behind the defense, gets to his backhand, but Appleman, flashing the leather, gets the big-time glove save. Behind 2 unanswered Bighorn goals and Appleman's stellar night, Helena wins it 2-1 and takes the 1-0 series lead. From Great Falls, Adam Rodriguez, SWX, Montana.
2 seasons, 52 wins, 0 losses. The Box Elder Bears didn't just defend their state championship, they made history doing it. Another undefeated season, another trophy, another moment this team and this town won't forget.
Really just feels like we're on the top of the world, back-to-back is, something that doesn't really happen. And yeah, the adrenaline is, I never felt it like anything like it before, so.
Feeling feel really relieved because not a lot of teams get the chance to do this. You don't get a lot of teams like this that come through, so I don't know. It's really hard to explain.
But this accomplishment wasn't just for the players on the court, but for the community who supported them from day one. Traveled hundreds of miles to give them their endless support all season.
You just see a lot of smiling faces and a lot of happy people. You see little kids having role models and hopes and dreams. We've had so many people come up and talk to us about how inspiring these boys are.
For this senior class, this championship wasn't just about winning, it was about finishing what they started together.
Feels amazing. We've been playing ball with each other for quite a while now, since we were little kids. We've been going around to different tournaments, and we've just always been playing together, so that chemistry is just always building and building.
Those are my best friends, I've known them my whole life, played against them, played with them. We went through every emotion with each other, wins, losses, and our first 2 years, they ended in heartbreak, I guess, and we never wanted to feel that feeling ever again, so we just worked hard that next season and just kept on working, and it got us here.
A perfect season, a streak that defines greatness, and a team that left its mark on Montana high school basketball. In Box Elder, the Bears didn't just dominate, they built a legacy. From Box Elder, Adam Rodriguez, SWX, Montana. Championship Saturday at the CMR Holiday Classic wasn't just about the action on the mats. The 1975 CMR wrestling team was recognized for their remarkable season. The recognition brought back former teammates, highlighting a legacy that still resonates nearly 50 years later.
In 1975, the wrestlers made a mark that's still remembered today. Their state championship that year sparked a wrestler dynasty. But for the team, 1975 wasn't just about winning. It was about honoring a teammate who left an impact on their journey.
And so it means so much to all of us being able to come back and recognizing the 1975 year, which is, most people know, we call the Bobby year because we lost our teammate the Christmas before that year.
This recognition wasn't just about honoring the past accomplishment. It was a bridge between generations as the wrestlers of yesterday looked upon today's athletes.
Wrestling has always been a fraternity and a family. So, brothers, dads, sons, now daughters. And so most of the wrestlers know, somebody or on every team or know of their relatives. And so it's just really amazing.
For the 1975 team, this recognition was a chance to celebrate their achievements, but also to reconnect and reflect on how wrestling has shaped their lives.
We were here the other night when CMR wrestled the Bronx from Billings. I mean, I had trouble watching the match because we're telling so many stories and talking about the old times. So to reconnect with all these things, man, it means the world to me, and I hope it does to them too.
While decades have passed since their historic season, the 1975 CMR wrestling team's legacy continues to inspire. From Great Falls, Adam Rodriguez, SWX, Montana.
Time for sports now. Bringing in one of our kind of a special guest for everyone this evening. I'm not sure if folks, if you didn't watch the 6 o'clock show tonight, both Sean Rainey and Kathleen Dozier are out and about having fun with their families today and tomorrow. So we decided to bring in kind of a special guest out of the bullpen. Someone who really, just warming up an arm, like a bullpen arm. Let's bring him in if we can. Hello! Hi, Adam Rodriguez. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you guys? You said warming up. I'm just out in the pen, coming in late ninth inning. Got to close it out for us here. So
yeah, I love it. I got a question for you, for folks that they kind of get to see some of your stories out of the Electric City area. What's your favorite thing about your job? What is one thing you love doing for us here at Nonstop Local?
Man, I gotta say it's just connecting with the teams, connecting with the coaches, just being able to chat with some of the players. I mean, just recently I talked with the Great Falls High kid, Broden Mullen, just out in San Antonio not too long ago, this past weekend playing Navy All-American Bowl. So just being able to see some of these accomplishments from these kids and just getting to interact with them at different games. Oh man, it's a blast. I love every second of it.
That's awesome. We love having you as part of our squad too. You're anchoring today and tomorrow. A busy kind of weekend in sports. What are you tracking for us tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Earlier today, we had probably the biggest high school wrestling tournament in the state of Montana. Just honestly right down the road over at Sentinel High School, and then some pretty big high school basketball matchups between Billings West and Gallatin. Definitely two big games. I saw West play CMR out in Great Falls not too long ago, and I tell you what, that West team, they're not one to mess with, so that should be a very exciting one.
Cool.
And what a weekend it was for high school wrestling, the annual Jugbeck Rocky Mountain Classic in Missoula. So let's head to the mats. We start out in the 103 match. Butte's Keegan Hunt getting to work and finds himself in the perfect spot for the pin. It would be victorious and take home gold. Now onto the 118 Flatheads. Kellen Downing would be in control from the get-go and would finish atop the podium with the major decision. Now shortly after in the 132 bout, Flatheads Hunter Arriaga would follow Downing's lead. Arriaga would come out with the win by major decision, and Flathead would go home with two guys finishing at the top. Now in the 144 match, Sentinel's Cade Wallace with a late near fall would increase his lead, and that would lead him to a strong win via major decision. We'll go over to 157. Great Falls' Cale Bauman started out hot and showed zero signs of slowing down. Bauman would continue his strong season with the win by tech fall. We go to what could have possibly been the match of the evening, the 165 bout. And this one was tight throughout, but a late push from Brock Armstrong would help close out these electric matchup. Now we near the end, Helena Capital's Cole Graham, showing to be a dominant force, went to work and would come out on top with the strong major decision victory. And now finally the heavyweights, and just like the 167 or 165, this one would not disappoint. Havers Tommy Lewis down in the final seconds would get a clutch takedown, and that would help seal the victory. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.